Lord, when it's time to go inside that place of steel and stone, I pray that you will keep me safe so I won't walk alone. Help me to do my duty. Please watch me on my rounds amongst those perilous places and stammering steel door sounds. God, keep my fellow officers well and free from harm. Let them know I'll be there too whenever there's an alarm. Above all, when I walk my beat, no matter where I roam, let me go back whence I came to family and home. Hello everyone, I'm Gary York, CorruptionBehindBars.com. Thank you for watching my YouTube today, and I hope you enjoyed our correctional officer prayer. I believe just about every correctional officer has heard it or has read it, but many of the people that join my YouTube have not heard that prayer, and we would like to ask all of you to pray for all of our honest, hard-working correctional officers who work hard to protect our society and our community, and most of all, save lives of inmates in times of emergency. And I would like to thank all of you. I hope you had a great 4th of July, and I hope that everybody realized it's not just for drinking, barbecues, and shooting fireworks. I hope you remember to tell a veteran or a correctional officer or policeman thank you for your service and for protecting our country. Today I'd like to discuss why corrections needs to cross-train for emergency response. Now, I just had an article published July 10th, which would be yesterday, on corrections1.com, and I am a columnist for Corrections 1, and I do write training stories, training articles. I do some videos now and then for Corrections 1 on training. You'll find them here on my YouTube. Cell extraction, crime scene preservation, popular prison drugs, training videos I've done on my YouTube that are also on Corrections 1, and why corrupt officers taint the image of honest officers, also published by Police 1 and Corrections 1. But today I want to talk about cross-training and the importance of it. You know, so many times we have a riot lately, a lot, unfortunately. Missouri was the last one. We have escapes, and we have fires in the prison. We have inmate assaults on inmate. We have inmate assaults on staff, and all of them require emergency response. And we need to work with our local agencies. We need to keep in close contact with our local agencies, because we never know when something's going to break off and go bad inside a prison. It's subject to happen any day, any time, anywhere. So don't ever say that your prison cannot have something like that happen. It can. No matter how great you are at security, it can go off on you. And in order to have a well-oiled machine and a well-oiled response to these emergency situations, in my article, I write about why prison administration needs to stay in close contact with their local police department, local sheriff's department, emergency medical services, your fire department, your forestry division, your Coast Guard, your National Guard, your military in the community. All of these people, or agencies, excuse me. Why? Because if we have an escape, such as the one in New York at Clinton Correctional Institution in 2015, where 2 murderers escaped with the help of a staff member and a correctional officer. That cost $1 million a day for 23 days. That escape cost us $23 million. And the agencies came together up there, and it was a manhunt for a long time, and they did a good job, and they did the best they could and as quick as they could to recapture one of the inmates and kill the other inmate. But we have to be in tune with each other. So I, in my article, have explained that prison administrators should have a quarterly meeting with outside agencies around the prison and in your community. They should also try to put quarterly training sessions. Yes, we're short-staffed. Yes, you need your days off and you need your rest. We understand that. That's why they should have 4 training sessions a year, allowing other agencies to train with correctional officers, train on riots, train on escapes, train on hostage situations, train on evacuation, get the canines together, the bloodhounds from the prison, the drug dogs, the bomb dogs, get them all together and let the canine guys and girls talk and discuss their strategy on what they would do if any of these situations come up. Suicide response, homicides, rapes, all those things. Everything that happens on the street happens in the prison. Everything. So it's just a small city, the prison. And the small city needs the fire department, the police department, the sheriff's department. Correctional officers will be the first responders on the scene and take care of most of the problems. But when the problem spreads outside the prison walls or into a riot, we need everybody. It's a team. You know, a computer has components. Every machine has components. That's what makes it work. We are not going to stand alone and be able to handle every situation alone. We need to work together. The criminal justice system and the criminal justice agencies must stand together to win the battle. Okay, so that's what my article is about in Corrections 1. I also talk about getting with the community. When I was a probation officer, my supervisor would assign one of us a month to go out into the community to a different neighborhood. We would be with a sheriff's deputy, a fire inspector, a fire chief maybe, and we would talk to the community and answer their questions, and they would ask us questions, and we would each stand up and give about a 2 or 3 minute talk on what we do and what we're trying to do. So being part of the community is big too, and I believe our prison administrators need to get out in the community and go to some of these community meetings and let them know, hey, my correctional officers are here to protect you from harm, and we're doing everything we can to keep the sentenced criminal behind the walls until their time is up and keep you safe. So remember that community awareness and community working with us builds trust, and it builds confidence, and it lets them know we're professional, and it builds professionalism. And we will hear the community begin to say good things about correctional officers. And correctional officers are law enforcement officers just inside a small city. But it doesn't mean they don't have duties outside the city, like hospital watch, inmate transport, hospital transport. On escapes, the correctional officers are out there in the woods beating the bushes just like the other law enforcement agencies. So remember, we're all a team, but we must train together in order to work together. And what else does training with all the other agencies do? It connects us. It gets us all together to know each other and start to respect each other's job, to respect the fireman's job, respect the policeman's job, respect the correctional officer's job. And it also builds esprit de corps, a feeling of a sense of togetherness, teamwork, and fellowship. So all those things go hand in hand. And I believe that one of the quarterly meetings a year should be held at the prison with the other agencies coming to the prison. And I believe the prison administrator should introduce the agencies on a prison tour to the officers as they go through the prison. Don't just walk by the officers. Stop. This is Officer Jones. This is Chief so-and-so from the fire department, or this is Fireman so-and-so. This is Emergency Medical Services. This is police officer. This is deputy. Let them all know that we are a team, There is nobody better than anybody else. So let's try to do that. Please read my article on Corrections 1. It's out right now, and it'll probably pop up on the Corrections 1 Facebook today. Thank you for watching my YouTube. If you like this video, please subscribe. You'll get some more videos like this, and you'll also hear some stories of investigations that I did throughout the years in the prison system, and we'll get some training videos out there for you. Please let me know if you want to hear something, or let me know your comments. Take care. Have a great week. Be safe, and pray and watch each other's back.